Hi everybody, welcome back to T.U.B Investing YouTube channel. And today, as per this picture, this is the main theme of this video, right? I have sold all my US stocks in my brokerage, right? So, and before you switch away and then say that I'm similar to the others who are flip-flopping around my thesis and theory, right? I have my reasons and I'll explain it to you in this video, and I appreciate if you watch to the end, right? So let's get over. So before I start, as usual, I'm not a financial advisor, but regardless, I'll appreciate if you can like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell on this video and subscribe to my channel, right? Every like is and allow me to share this video across to more people. So without further ado, this is my main reason on why I intend to switch brokerage, right? Most of my US holding is in Tiger Brokers, and I've been thinking of switching to Interactive Brokers based on many reasons, but this is my main reason. I have been wanting to switch broker, that's why I sold all my US holdings, right? And switching my US holdings from Tiger Brokerage to Interactive Brokers doesn't make sense because one company costs about $150. I thought it was easier. I mean, in the market having in the downtrend, right, it's probably easier for me to sell all my stock in Tiger Brokerage and then just take out the funds and then put it in Interactive Brokers, right? So that was my main thought. So that was why I sold all my US holdings in Tiger Brokerage. Regardless, I'm actually still using Tiger Brokerage for Hong Kong and US and Singapore companies, right? When for those that I'm invested in. But for my US holding, which is about 70 to 80% of my holdings, I take out the funds and I intend to put it into Interactive Brokers. If after hearing this video and you're interested in signing up for Interactive Brokers as well, please do. Referral link is in the description below. Please click on the link itself. Thank you very much. And now for the reasons in details, right? So the first reason was the cost, right? I mean, now the market is great. It's probably some time to save more, right? And then for each trade, do note that Tiger Brokerage is $1.99, and for Interactive Broker it seems to be about $1 plus. I've done some trades so far, so it's about $1 plus. I'm not sure option wise is so much cheaper on Interactive Brokers, and on for options on Tiger Brokers is actually slightly more expensive in my opinion, about $3 or $4. And my intention of moving forward, right, some of the strategy will involve options, selling calls, get more premium, selling calls and puts, for example, and within the channel, and getting the premiums. So that was one of my strategy, and definitely going to Interactive Broker makes more sense, right? After all, if it costs lesser, right, it's probably better, right, for especially in this situation. And secondly, how about earning more interest, right? So in Tiger Brokers, you actually don't, I don't see interest earned on my, once in a while I do get rewards. I do get stock rewards. I do get commission free trade rewards, but I don't get interest for uninvested cash, for example. If you have an account of more than NAV of 50k, you earn one half of, the interest rate that is expected to be earned on accounts with NAV of 100k, right? So regardless, right, another thing that interests me is the interest aspect of it. Although having said that, I'm not so sure. My funds are not really in yet in Interactive Brokers. I'm still thinking of how I intend to, either put in as a lump sum or partial. I'm still thinking of what is the best way moving forward. But this is definitely another reason why I wanted to get into Interactive Brokers, and it's definitely one of the reasons is because of the interest that I could earn on my NAV debt, right? So another point is, as you can see here, you can see those this picture that consists of all the crypto exchanges that has gone bust, right? Celsius, BlockFi, Voyager, FTX. So all these exchanges actually keep your crypto under custody, and when I go to Tiger Broker, right, my stocks are actually kept under custody under Tiger Brokers. I do have a concern with that because recently there are some China regulations coming out against Tiger Broker, which is actually a listed firm called T.U.B Fintech, and its ticker is TIGR. On recently, China has came out with some regulation on them, and it makes me worried, right? Firstly, although it doesn't impact me, or because it's the China regulation, right? It might reduce the revenue aspect of this listed firm, because there could be less trading, especially from China side of the business. And it is stated, if I'm not wrong, it's affect about maybe 5 to 10%, if I'm not wrong. But even if that's the case, right, to me, moving forward, if it's a recession that's coming on, right, people will do less trading, and if you got hit by this regulation, right, and then you lose that 10 or 5% more, right, I mean, all this could cause you to have all this could cause a very negative impact on your income statement, maybe even having losses, right? If you look at Coinbase, it's a very good example. Coinbase is in losses right now because people are escaping from crypto and no longer really having that kind of trading that kind of same volume as previously. So that made me stand up, right? This regulation made me stand up. So that's another reason why I switched brokerage firm. So having said that, right, although I say it's under custody, right? And I said I'm slightly worried about it because of the crypto, exchanges busting and then going bankrupt, and then all this FTX issue and stuff like that. So I just want to explain that Calvin Learn Investing actually came out with a video. I'll put in the link in the description below as well. He actually came out with this video and then explaining that all these low cost brokers, right, are actually safe to use because most of this custody is under a trust account, where it's not exactly held under it's not exactly held under the exchanges. It's held under a trust account. So in the event this brokerage go bust, right, bankrupt, right, your holdings under this custody will not be affected because it's under the trust account. It's not exactly under the broker, right? So this is actually something that I think MAS in Singapore has actually forced this brokerage that want to come online, right, to have this trust account. But to me, it's still all this custody reason is still a very tail end risk itself. So, like I said, there are multiple reasons. Under custody, the regulation from China, but definitely cost and interest is also another aspect that I want to switch to interactive brokers, right? So, maybe having said that, right, since I've taken out all my cash, right, the main thing you may really ask me is, will I invest in the same way prior to my exit? For example, if I have a certain X amount of shares for digital turbine, for example, will I keep the same number of shares in interactive brokers? My answer is no, right? No, I will not be doing that because I decided that this is the time to rebalance my portfolio regardless, since I've taken them out, right? Maybe a 70-30% rule that I've set for myself in my past video, that I'll keep the link below, about Type 1, Type 2 companies. Type 1 is profitable companies, Type 2 is probably not all the speculative, not profitable companies. So I'll keep about 70% of them as those that are Type 1 companies that are profitable. I'll concentrate more on this position, and the other 30% on Type 2 companies which I may diversify more. For example, 30% diversify more into all these speculative companies that maybe 30% maybe diversify into 6 or 7 companies, but 70% concentrate into 4 or 5 companies, for example, right? And then I'll have a focus on these 5 factors, which I have explained in one of my past videos as well, which I'll keep in the link below. The 5 factors that I intend to consider. So at the end of the day, I will not be probably investing all the same amount, but those companies that I have more conviction in, and if you have followed me, you will know which one I'm talking about. I'll probably keep the same percentage, or probably keep the same number of shares. But those that are less conviction, I may even give them up, or I'm still considering, right, all this. But basically, I'm taking the time to rebalance. So I've actually talked about these three companies: Digital Turbine, Football TV, IDW, Media Holdings, right? These three, I'll say small cap, small nano cap right now. So, what I mean, since now I've taken it as cash, will I still be investing in these three companies, and will it be probably the same percentage, right? So let me give you my answer. For Digital Turbine, I will still be investing, and I will probably intend to keep it my largest position, right? As per previously and as per now, right? Last time there was Google, and before my biggest position was Google, and then it comes on second one was Digital Turbine. So I am intending to keep Digital Turbine as either my top two holdings, definitely. So this is definitely a yes. I'll still do it. Football TV, I will still be definitely investing in it, but it will be in a speculative portion, because it's making losses and not free cash flow positive. And probably that's why it will be a smaller percentage, right? And for IDW, if you have saw my video on IDW, right, my conclusion was that I have some thoughts about the gaps in the operating expenses. So I understand the theory inside. I'm definitely still interested. So I'm not so sure right now. As I said, I've just recently got the cash out. I'm still thinking about how I intend to rebalance. So IDW is a company that I'm still thinking maybe and maybe not. I may not be investing after all. So it's still up in the air, and probably I will update you guys in the future, right? So like if I write or if I give a summary of my portfolio, you will probably see that in it. So thank you very much. Those are my reasons of why I sold and how I intend to look at my portfolio. So the next video will definitely be on a company that I have actually sold, right? And I don't intend to buy back, not in the not in this period, definitely. So I'll talk about that. And as you can see here, if you're interested in the interactive brokers, if you think my reasons make sense, you want to go for it as well, referral link is in the description below. And please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. I appreciate all the support right now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.